Hi guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you again. Today we're going to have a look at how to sell beer online. Now this is something that I've actually been looking at for quite a while. I have an interest in like try all different craft beers and the like, and I have a few friends who are really heavily into the home brewing. And I have known for a while and have thought about for a while that there's something that they buy a lot of their equipment online, a lot of the gear online. So I just thought it's about time I wrote about it. So let's have a quick run through of how to sell beer online. As usual, did a bit of research to start with actually, not as usual, I did some research. Do you know 188.79 million kilolitres of beer are consumed worldwide or were consumed worldwide in 2018. That's approximately 298,633,000,000 milliliter bottles. I'm not sure where they got the 633, most of them come in 330 mils. So I suppose we could double that to say around 600, just under 600 billion bottles of beer sold or consumed in 2018. Quite a massive number. And you I didn't realize this, but the biggest beer consuming country in the world is actually China, which I suppose may make sense because they have the largest population in the world. But I wouldn't have thought that would go over the beer drinking populations with beer drinking countries, large populations like the US, Germany, and the like, which I think come in number 2 and 3. A lot of the European countries, Australia was way down. We need to lift our game. But China, 16th year in a row, largest beer drinking country in the world. Anyway, let's get over all that and talk about selling beer online. So the first thing I always like to do is just to make sure there's a market for it. And as I had looked through my keywords, 62,000 searches per month on the term beer. Wheat-free beer, beer gift baskets has a lot of searches. Corona beer had 13,000 searches, has 13,000 average searches per month. That's again something I wouldn't have thought of. Ginger beer, which is really delicious, but not a beer as such. But you know what? We could include non-alcoholic beers in there for sure. Home brew, 5,649. I sort of think that home brewing and beer gifting is probably one of the major areas for those looking to sell beer products online. There's gift ideas and all that sort of stuff as well, obviously. I think I just said that. But home brewing is something that is where a lot of ingredients are bought, a lot of products are bought. More so, I think, than just purchasing beer. Although that said, there's quite a few online little... myself, one of the neighbours, over Christmas purchased ourselves a beer advent calendar. And we got that online. So absolutely, there's all sorts of variations there. And I did do a search for beer mugs. Mainly the fact that in my circle of friends, beer mugs is something that we give for 40th birthdays. 2,725 searches per month. Budweiser beer mugs, Christmas beer mugs, Oktoberfest beer mugs, German beer mugs, and so on and so forth. So again, I actually collect beer glasses. So beer glasses would be another one that you could get into. And let's have a look at trends. Beer brewing, buying beer. Very popular, maintained their popularity the last 5 years. Spikes at certain holiday periods and things like that, as usual in this sort of niche, the lifestyle niche. But at the end of the day, it is definitely something that there is a market for. So if you're looking to look at selling beer online, I think there's a market there. Okay, let's have a look now. As you start to think about this, and if you're sitting here watching this video or reading my post and thinking, okay, well, yep, I'm looking to start an online business and I'm not quite sure where to start, there is some links within these posts about a simple 4-step formula. Click on those links, you'll get free access to a free website. You'll be able to set it all up with full training. By the end of it, you'll have your free website working. So click on those links. But anyway, part of that is working out what you're going to sell and how you're going to sell it. So what is your niche? What problems are you solving? And who is your target audience? They are the 3 key things to establishing what it is you're going to do when it comes to selling beer online. Beer is a large market. That said, it's probably not as large a market as something like home products, which I discussed recently, which once you looked at that, you couldn't do a site on home products on its own because there's just too much. Furniture, home decor, garden, security installation, all those sort of things were just try and put into a single home products niche. But beer, you probably could. That said, you might want to break it down to something you're passionate about, something you know about. Beer types, brands, whether it's organic, gluten-free or vegan. Alcohol-free would be another one, which I haven't listed there, which by the time you watch the video will be. Beer glasses, brewing, baskets and gifts, tasting, craft beers, so on and so forth. There's so much that you could break it down to, and so much that you could sell within all of those markets. For example, if you're dealing with beer brands, you could do not only the brands of beer, but all the merchandise and paraphernalia that goes with those particular brands. You could look at like organic, gluten-free and vegan are massive markets on their own, regardless of whether they're beer or not. The gift is huge, and home brewing, that's a hobby niche, it's popular. So think about your niche. Once you go from there, what problems are you solving within that niche? So think about this from a point of view of the searches that you do online. So if you go into search, and if those you're interested in beer, think about the last search you did on beer online. What is a Pilsner? What is a lager versus a Pilsner? What is, how can I lower the alcohol content on my home brew? How can I raise the alcohol content on my home brew? How can I change my home brew to be a bit more bitter or a lager? All those sort of things that you want to know about, they're problems. People search online to solve problems. It could be, who was the actor in that movie? How do I tile a bathroom floor? How do I brew beer in the winter? When is the best time to brew beer? All those sort of things are problems that you are solving for your readers within the niche that you've got. So if your interest is in craft beer, you might solve problems like, what's the best craft beer to go with barbecue food? What is the best type of craft beer to drink on a cold winter's day? What's the difference between an IPA and an XPA? All those sort of things are problems that you're solving. If you're dealing with home brew kits, which home brew kits are the best? When's the best time to bed down your home brew? What gases do you need? What's the best ingredients? How long before they're ready to drink? How long should you keep them to get certain results in your brew? What bottles you need, what bottle caps you need, so on and so forth. There's so much there that home brewing is actually a very popular niche. And then the third thing is targeting your audience. So if you're talking about the avid craft beer connoisseur, I'm not going to be interested in looking at a site that is selling all the domestic brands cheap by the case. I mean, I do like them, but if you're aiming people at craft beer, you're not going to write about the latest change in the Budweiser can or something like that. If you're dealing with the absolute fanatical home brewer, you're going to make sure that the problems you're solving are related to that audience. And there's a difference between someone who's setting up home brewing who wants to do it on a budget so they can drink more beer for less cost, or the avid home brewer who is really trying to tweak the flavors and really grow their craft. So again, there's even within that sub niche, there's different audiences that you're trying to target. You need to make sure that you're covering all them quite substantially. Okay, and provide intangibles. The trouble with beer is you can't taste it online. I can't grab a beer out of the monitor and drink it and see how it tastes. I don't know what the aftertaste is, and a bitter aftertaste will mean something different to you than it might to me. So think about providing the intangibles when you're solving your problems, targeting your audience. Okay, so niche, solving problems, target audience. Once you've got that under control, then we need to think about how we're going to sell it. Now, of course, remember here we're talking about an online process. So we're not talking about brewing your own and selling at the local markets. With that in mind, keep track of local jurisdictions. We are dealing with alcohol. Different countries, different states in the same countries all have different restrictions on what they can and can't drink when it comes to beer, and what they can and can't sell when it comes to beer. I was talking to a guy in Canada recently, And it turns out that I think I can get my hands on more of the American craft beers in Australia than what he can in Canada. And that is due to jurisdictional or country legalities like importing and so on and so forth. So that was only from a quick conversation, so I don't know the ins and outs, but things like that are often done. It could be to protect the Canadian beer market or something like that as well. So just make sure you're aware, and if you're selling alcohol in a lot of places, you'll need a license to do so as well. Okay, but from an online market, how do we sell beer online? Let's start with affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is the process where you do everything we talked about a minute ago. You solve problems you create a website, which we'll talk about in a second, and you write problem-solving information. So it might be, your post might be how you used this brand of yeast in your home brew, and these are the results you got. You write all about that, so people who are interested in home brew can, that yeast, yeah, they did this, did that. Then at the bottom, you put a link off to the vendor that sells that yeast. If your readers want to purchase it, they go off to that vendor site, they buy the yeast, you make a commission on that sale. That's what affiliate marketing is. You don't hold any inventory, you don't manage any of the sales, you make a commission based on the sale that you've referred. If you want to find affiliate programs, type affiliate beer, and you'll bring all sorts of ones up. There's ones here: beer connoisseur, beer, quick tap beer affiliate programs, craft beer and brewing affiliate programs. So all sorts of programs in there that will sell the products that you're writing about. You review the products or write about how you've used a product, or a step by step. These are the products you can use, and then link them off to those products. Off they go. Okay, the next one, and there's a bit more to it. Have a look in the post and you can read through all that as well. Dropshipping. Dropshipping's similar to affiliate marketing. The difference is that you have a little bit more control over the price. So say, for example, you want to sell a complete homebrew kit for beginners. You might sell that through an affiliate program on, say, Amazon. Amazon might be selling that for, $100. You might, with dropshipping, you might set up a deal with the supplier where the supplier will wholesale it to you for $50. You can then do one of two things. You can sell it for $80 and then you make $30 profit, which means you're undercutting other areas, or you can sell it for $110 at seasonal interest times and make more money out of gift time, Christmas and things like that. With affiliate marketing, you only make the commission on that $100. So if the commission's 5%, you make $5 on the $100. If you're drop shipping, you can make $30. The difference being, however, you still don't hold the inventory, but you've got to manage all the sales, all the customer service and the like yourself. So there's a lot more work goes into the sale as opposed to just flicking people off and having that done elsewhere. Definite pros and cons in both. Have a read through on the post again, see the difference and see which one might suit you. And again, dropshipping beer brings up all sorts of pages on wholesale beer brewing kits, dropship beer dropshippers. There you go, double whammy there. But all sorts of suppliers and wholesale traders for beer supplies. And then the third option you got there is you might want to sell your own. And it's a process called white labeling. In beer, it works similar, as in you might find someone, there's what a lot of breweries do, especially the smaller breweries, they actually brew bottles and bottles of beer, but don't put their own labels on it. They sell it to you clean skin, you put your label on it and you sell it as your own. So, it's popular for corporate, you can go to a corporate deal and they'll give you, a 6-pack of beer with the corporate logos and stuff like that on. So you might want to do that. You might want to do it if you're looking at beer mugs, like customized beer mugs. You might want to do it for beer merchandise, even home brew kits. It could be Paul's home brew kit, where I purchase a home brew kit from a supplier, stick my own labels on it, stick my own instructions, add my own video to the website, how to use this brew kit, and sell it as my own product. The other options you've got here is if you are, and this can sort of go back to affiliate marketing and or drop shipping. If you're an expert home brewer, shoot videos. I'm shooting a video now. It's probably not as exciting as watching somebody do home brewing, but shoot videos, demonstrations. Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to clean this part of the home brew kit. I'm going to show you how to set the gas. I'm going to show you how to make sure that, see what happens when we add too much or too little yeast, all those sort of things as videos. Then you link people off from YouTube and your website to make those purchases. Or you could you can make your own. You can make your own bar furniture, beer related, beer coasters, beer mugs. I did see a site recently. I'm on a couple of Facebook craft beer sites. Someone on there makes wooden beer mugs. So they put them on a lathe and make their own. Off they go. So you can do that as well. Plenty of opportunities out there. Okay, so if you've got that down pat, what do you need to do? The main thing you're going to need to do is build a website. Now on the post, if underneath that it says if you need to build a website, click on the little red button under the build a website. I'm telling you for free, you'll be able to build a website with training. If you don't know where to start, you lose nothing here. You don't need a credit card, get in there, see what you can do. But you need a website, as I keep saying. So that's where I've been mentioning, about posts and about putting YouTube videos on. Have a look at the site that you're in now. I mean, don't spend hours, but just have a quick look around, see that I've got my review posts on there, I've got my blog posts. It's not to do with beer, obviously, but it's got all that information in it, and this is an affiliate marketing website. That's what they look like. Okay, or you can do it for drop shipping and everything the same. From there, you can get some social media. I use YouTube, I use Pinterest, I use Facebook. The gurus will tell me that's probably one too many, and to be honest, I struggle with updating all three. I have Instagram and Twitter accounts as well, which I haven't touched in so long that they've probably been turned to dust. But choose a platform that match your niche. So YouTube, obviously, if you were showing people how to do things, you're going to use YouTube. And then you'd probably use Instagram as well to show your finished products. Nothing will help sell your brand more if you're white labeling than a great picture of a bottle of beer and a nice glass of ice cold beer beside it, with a background of the beach, a background of a picnic, a background of you stuck at home if you're in isolation like we all are at the moment, all those sort of things. So you might use YouTube and Instagram for that. If you're someone who wants to discuss the finer points of it, you might get into Facebook, which leads me to joining like-minded groups. In the post, I've got some pictures here. It's geographical when you search. So in my pictures, you can see the three options, but they're all Australian sites, one of which I actually joined. You can see a request sent on a picture. I should change that. But and all very interesting about what they do. But what they do for you is people get in here and see if I can get over and find the site without wasting too much of your time. Let's find it. Groups. No, I can't find it. Of course I can't find it now. Sorry, I'm wasting all your time here. So the beer site I'm in, the first couple of posts are, there's lots of funny memes at the moment, but have you ever sampled Garage Project beer? It's worth the wait. Very similar taste to Fox's Hats Metrics IPA, or you're looking for more of their beers for sure now. If you're in the craft beer market, the first thing you do now is write a review on that beer. Go down and buy it, drink it, write a review on it, because people are looking at that now. That's what people are looking at right now. Another guy's got a whole of his selection. What beer would you suggest or get for someone who is not into beer as a gateway into craft beer? How to start drinking beer is your next post. Do you see what I'm saying? Get in those Facebook groups. They won't let you actually spruik you. I mean, I couldn't get in here and write, "Hey guys, Paul here. Get onto my site about how to sell beer online and get going." They'll block me straight away. But I can see what they're saying, I can see what they're asking for, and it gives me ideas, and I can discuss with them. So the more I discuss with them, eventually you can sneak in that you have a beer site. People, if they ask you to put it up, you can put it up. But don't go in there and say, "Hi, I've got my beer site." Most of them will block you. It's in their terms and conditions for most of them. But as I keep saying, there's the ideas. And that's it, guys, how to sell beer online. So as I keep saying, find your niche, solve your problems, and then make sure they match your target audience. You've got the options here: affiliate marketing, you've got drop shipping and then selling your own. Build your website, do your social media, and you'll be good to go. Okay guys, that's it. If you're watching this within YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel below. If you're watching within the post, if you have any questions, need any help setting this up, have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. Would love to answer any questions you have. Okay guys, thanks for that. Talk to you soon. Bye.